Hola, hi everybody, it's Miss O'Shea, everybody in the green group. This is the beginning of Unit 3 in the green textbook. You should have already written the vocabulary words down from when we did Quizlet last week, but we're going to go over them again, and I'm going to give you some examples of things that you're going to do in the textbook so you know exactly what you're supposed to do, and I'll give you what the weekly work is as well. There's only one Spanish class this week, so I think we can get through it pretty quickly. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, if you turn to page 172 in your textbook, it gives you all of the words that you should have written down, and then there are some pictures. The first picture, the sentences under the picture says, Marta va al café, which means Marta is going to the cafe. Ella ve una mesa libre. She sees an open table, because mesa is a table. Marta espera a su amigo Luis. Marta waits for her friend Luis. Luis llega. Luis arrives. Marta lee el menu. Marta reads the menu. Luis lee el menu también. Luis reads the menu also. El mesero, mesero is the waiter. El mesero escribe la orden. The waiter writes the order. Isabel bebe una cola. Isabel drinks a cola. Mario Unimundo come un sandwich. Mario Unimundo eats a sandwich. Now, let's take a look at exercise 1. Okay? The first question, ¿A dónde va Antonio? Okay? And if we look at the pictures, we're pretty sure that since he's going to eat, he's going to a cafe or a restaurant or a cafe. So you would write in your notebook, and I hope you can see this, Antonio, I'm trying to hold this and type at the same time, you gotta bear with me. Antonio va al cafe, which means, where is Antonio going? Antonio is going to the cafe. Okay? Now let's look back at the textbook. Busca una mesa libre. Is he looking for an open table? Because if you remember from our verbs that we learned before, busca is the ele ya usted form of the verb buscar, which means to look for. Que ve? What does he see? Espera Antonia a su amigo. Is he waiting for his friend? Llega su amiga Alicia. Does she arrive? Does his friend Alicia arrive? Lee Antonio el menu. Does Antonio read the menu? Lee Alicia el menu. Does Alicia read the menu? Tiene Antonio hambre or sed? Tiene hambre means he is hungry. Tiene sed means he is thirsty. Que bebe or come él? What does he eat or drink? I'm sorry, bebe means drink. What does he drink or eat? Tiene Alicia hambre or sed? Is she hungry or thirsty? Que bebe or come ella? What does she eat or drink? Then you have some pictures, and then you just have to say what the person's name is Jose, what he's eating in this picture. Example 1. Jose bebe una cola. Jose is drinking a cola. Jose come un sandwich. Jose eats a sandwich. And there are other pictures for you to say what they're eating or drinking. If you look at the top of page 175, we're at the top of page 175 now, it gives you some questions and the answer in parentheses. We all know how to do those types of examples. ¿Quién trabaja en el café? Who works in the cafe? It says the mesero. As you remember, mesero is a waiter. Okay? ¿Con quién habla él? Who does he talk to? Con su cliente, with his client. ¿Qué lee el cliente? What does he read? What does the client read? El menú. ¿Qué desea el cliente? If you remember, desea is a form of the verb desear, which means to wish for. What does he wish for? What does he want? Una hamburguesa. ¿Escribe la orden el mesero? Sí. So that means yes, he does write the order. ¿Qué come el cliente? ¿Y qué bebe? And what does he drink? ¿Qué paga el cliente? Okay? He paga la cuenta. La cuenta, if you remember, is the bill. Okay? Now we're in school, in la escuela. Okay? Estudia Teresa el español en la escuela. Aprende ella español. Aprende is a form of the verb, the ella usted form of the verb aprender, which means to learn. Comprende, cuando el profesor habla, comprende is the ella usted form of the verb comprender, which means to understand. Escribe Teresa en español. Escribe is the ella form of the verb escribir, which means to write. Lee Teresa en español. Does she read in Spanish? Recibe ella una nota buena en español. Does she get a good grade? And does she receive a good grade in Spanish? So you're going to basically do all of those exercises, and they are always going to be due on a Friday. Okay, so I think that we have enough time between Spanish and computer time today to get most of them done, and we'll use a little bit of time on Friday as well. So your responsibility is to do all of the exercises on page 174 and 175. Okay, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week.